Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. This club is ran like a sitcom. Only fools and horses, The Office, Partridge, In-Betweeners. Nothing compared to the running of Tottenham Hotspur. It really is ran like a sitcom. So I wake up this morning, right? Throat all hoarse, voice cracking like Dan THFC does every single time he celebrates a goal. That's not a dig, by the way. That's purely a joke. But voice is cracking, wake up with a rubbish cold. And I look on Twitter and I see that Spurs are trending. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Maybe it's something to do with the summer transfer window. Players leaving, players coming in. Something to do with the manager situation. I have a look, right, anticipating, sort of worried to see what's going to happen. Tottenham Hotspur, right, this is what I read. The first thing tweeted out from Sky Sports. Tottenham Hotspur are going to be creating a go-karting track under their stadium. What the bloody hell? Like, what? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Tottenham Hotspur are building a go-karting track. It's just so random. Like, out of nowhere. Like, I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it now. I'm in shock. Looking at Sky Sports and Tottenham trending and anticipating seeing something about the actual club and the football. And we see that we're building a go-karting track. It's so unbelievably random. It's just like, I don't get it. I really don't understand it. Daniel Levy, I respect the guy as a businessman, hate him as a football owner. But this is his most insane idea yet. And this is not like Levyland that was meant to be created outside the stadium, by 2026. That's going to take some time. No, this is going to be done by later this year. What are we going to have? Videos of Heung-min Son versus Harry Kane on the racetrack. Antonio Conte versus Pochettino. Winner becomes the manager, loser gets sacked, What is going on? Like a karting track under a football stadium. You wouldn't believe it. I understand the Skywalk and the stadium tours and the concerts and, the events and the boxing and the rugby, because a lot of clubs do it. Not as much as we do, but I understand it. We've got a state-of-the-art stadium, right? It does annoy me and a lot of other fans when the money we get off those events doesn't go into the club. But that's a whole different discussion, really. Right? It is quite frustrating when you see all that money coming in from those events and not going back in. But look, I don't really have a problem with the events. I think most Spurs fans don't really have a problem with the events. It's quite cool to see bands, artists playing. One of my favourite bands later this year, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, are playing at Spurs. And look, got the rugby as well, the NFL. I sort of understand that, right? Where did this come from, though? Karting. It's not like it's going to be a Formula 1 track. So it's not like we're going to have, Silverstone and then the racers, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton and, Lando Norris and all of them lot racing under the Spurs stadium. It's a go-karting track, It's a go-karting track. That's mental. I'm sorry, that is pissing mad. That is, I can't get my head around it. Has Daniel Levy woken up, right? Woken up yesterday with his big fat wallet in his pocket, right? And he's woken up yesterday. He goes, right, we just beaten Chelsea yesterday. I've got an idea. Like one of those memes or things where the light bulb pops up. He goes, I've got an idea. I'm going to build a go-karting track under the stadium. Where the bloody hell has that come from? Like, seriously. It'll probably be a laugh. I don't know if it will be open to the public or it will be like a go-karting place where, actual racers race and that. I like my Formula 1. I don't know loads and loads about it, though. But, look, it's mad. It's absolutely insane. When we talk about Tottenham being an entertainment company and not a football club, okay, the concerts and the boxing, but this is insane. This is absolutely insane. What are we going to have by 2050? An amusement park outside the stadium, water slides with Daniel Levy's big bold head on them. It's just mental. It's absolutely mental. Spurs creating a go-karting track, underneath the stadium, which sounds quite cool, unless you're a Spurs fan. And as much as it sounds quite cool, it's sort of like, why are we investing more money in things we don't need? Just invest in the football team, you tight-ass bold twat, Levy. Do you know what I mean? I do apologise, I've got a bad cold, but yeah, mental. Absolutely insane. A go-karting track. It's going to be open to the public. Is big old fat Sue going to come in, racing her mates like Karen and all of them lot under the stadium? Or is it going to be like the F1 drivers and that? I don't know. It's mental, but apparently it's meant to be created underneath the stadium. It's meant to be ready later this year. You know, this isn't the news I thought I'd be reporting to you guys next on this channel. Big FA Cup game coming up tomorrow. Sheffield United. And we're talking about a go-karting track. Typical Spurs. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on it. Thank you all for watching this video. And as always, come on you Spurs. In Conte, we trust.